Hello everyone, my name is Megha Tyagi. I'm a PhD scholar at the Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, India. I will be presenting my paper co-authored with Professor Gaurav Raheja titled Are Children Independently Mobile to School Anymore? A comparative study of two neighborhoods in Kolkata, India. The presentation structure includes four broad categories, starting with a brief introduction to the research background, aim and objectives, followed by an overview to the research design. Critical findings are presented, interpreted, and discussed next in relation to the previous studies. The presentation concludes by summarizing key points and recommendations. Every day, 1.8 billion children commute to school across the globe. Majority of these trips are dependent and motorized, highly contributing to traffic congestion near schools and environmental pollution. At the same time, majority of children are not able to attain recommended levels of 60 minutes moderate to vigorous physical activity, including in India. Consequently, a sharp rise in children's overweight and obesity issues is reported by WHO, with researchers blaming the lack of supportive built environment, increased distance to school, and negative parental perception of safety for today's children being labeled as backseat generation. Children's independent mobility, or CIM, defined as the right of child to move freely within local surroundings without adult supervision, has gained a global significance as a concept, concern, and tool for evaluating performance of cities concerning children's mobility. Recent research provides evidence on a strong and positive relationship of neighborhood planning and design with CIM outcome. International initiatives like UNICEF's Child Friendly Cities, the New Urban Agenda, and Sustainable Development Goals underscores the importance of CIM and a supportive built environment. This study therefore aims to investigate existing CIM to school and influencing neighborhood built environment in India. The study objectives are to identify CIM levels to school, examine differences in CIM across child's age and gender, and to determine the association of CIM with built environment variables across different neighborhood typologies. The study is based in Kolkata, the erstwhile capital of British India with a 250-year-old history and presently the capital of eastern state of West Bengal. The participant recruitment process included identification and contact establishment with 8 schools. 3 out of 8 schools agreed to participate across 2 neighborhoods of Khidirpur and Salt Lake Sector 1. Building on the evidence from international and national studies, as well as psychological theories, the age group of 7 to 12 years was finalized and data was collected using purposive sampling technique. Each child's neighborhood is defined as the area within 800-meter pedestrian network buffer, resulting in a total sample size of 271 children. Neighborhood 1, Khidirpur, is a port neighborhood located in South Kolkata, adjacent to Victoria Memorial and River Hooghly. Its residential area exhibits narrow street width, high population density, and is home to upper and lower middle class families with housing typology characterized as low-rise and pre-independent structure. Neighborhood 2, Salt Lake Sector 1, on the other hand, is a planned post-independence mid-rise neighborhood located in northeastern fringes of Kolkata. It has a well-defined street hierarchy system and land use zoning divided into 10 blocks, with each block having at least 2 parks and 1 playground. In relation to measures and analysis, the children of consenting parents were asked their usual mode of transport and accompaniment status to school. Children who reported traveling to school alone or with other children using active or public mode of transport were considered independently mobile. The following 4 GIS-derived BE variables were finalized and calculated, namely land use mix using entropy index, street connectivity using connected node ratio method, traffic exposure, and residential density. Values were normalized using Z-scores. Chi-square test was employed to test association of CIM with child's gender and age, while binary logistic regression was employed to test association with BE variables. Coming to results, proportion of girls were higher than boys, with majority in the age group of 9 to 10 years. Majority of responding parents were fathers, with mostly having undergraduate degrees, working full-time, living in nuclear family system. A high proportion of households did not own any vehicle, followed by scooter or motorbike ownership. In Objective 1, when we looked at CIM levels to school, we found that on an average, only 35% of children were independently mobile, This percentage was extremely low in comparison to other countries, where more than 50% of children experienced higher CIM. Also, walking was the most popular mode of transport, followed by handful rickshaw in Khidirpur. This result aligns with the previously published study from the city of Hyderabad, where 57% of children were found to walking to school. It clearly establishes the need to improve walkability around schools. Next, when we tried to understand CIM level variations across child's age and gender, surprisingly, no difference was found between boys and girls, a fact that points to the increasing universal fear of stranger and traffic among parents irrespective of gender. On the other hand, older children were found to be more independently mobile than younger ones, in line with previous studies. Notably, as reflected from the bar chart, a clear positive shift can be seen from age 10 years onwards. Coming to the association with BE variables, the data revealed that evidently CIM varies according to neighborhood typology. For low-rise neighborhoods, a higher land use mix and residential density improves natural surveillance for children as well as walkability and neighborhood services. While for mid-rise neighborhood, a higher street connectivity is most essential to improve multiple route choices. Perhaps one can say that neighborhood spatial growth has some degree of effect on CIM outcome. Unlike previous studies, traffic was not found to be associated with CIM. In conclusion, for an improved CIM to school, it is essential to have a higher land use mix that fosters social interaction, resulting in active frontage as seen from this image of a street in Khidirpur. Also, there is a dire need to have a strong commitment to improve walkability around schools with well-maintained wide and continuous pedestrian lane. These factors will automatically translate into increased safety parameters, fewer motorized traffic, less pollution, laying foundation for future sustainable cities. That's all from my side. Thank you for listening.